Why, hello and welcome to another edition of Project Super Nintendo. This is episode 9. A little bit different environment at the moment because I'm having this room done. I'm changing an awful lot around on here. So I'm actually recording this off of a mobile phone. So hopefully the audio and everything's okay. So yeah, just a real quick video. But I just wanted to basically give an update as to where we are. So there's been 3 new Super Nintendo editions. So the first one, for those of you that watched the previous video, the game Hunt in Cosham, you will be familiar with this one. So I have already talked about it, so we'll just quickly glance over this. So this was a game called Bubsy, which is, I mean, the box on this is absolutely amazing. That's the reason why I bought it. Such good condition. Got this from a game shop called Game On in Cosham near Portsmouth. If you're ever down that way, definitely go in and check it out. He had some really, really good retro games and stuff like that in there. So yeah, this was, I mean, it's incredible. It was up for £44.99. He knocked a fiver off, so we got it for 40 quid. I got it for 40 quid, so really, really happy with that. Again, like I say, anyone that's watched the previous video will know about that one. So anyway, yeah, so I should just point out at the start of this before this episode, the balance was £222. So there will literally just be a rundown of these games, and then I'll just deduct off what I spent at the end of it all. So yeah, so that's the first one. Next one, brilliant. So massive shout out to Mitch over at Retro Rummage. I'm sure you're all familiar with his channel, but he does a load of, like, you know, car boot sales, buying, flipping stuff on. And then with that profit, he goes off and either trades in for CEX and then uses the vouchers to get, you know, to get the games he wants, or, you know, sells on eBay and stuff like that. A little bit like what I do with this gaming collection. But anyway, so he found this in the wild. Okay, this is a Super Nintendo game, boxed and complete, in the wild on one of his little hunts. And he reached out and said, "Look, mate, do you want this?" And you know, not for any more than what he paid for it. And you know, what a top man. There was no way I was going to leave this behind. So here we go. World Cup USA 94. Okay, I have already sleeved these up. I've already sleeved these up. But essentially, I mean, the box has seen better days, don't get me wrong. It was a bit beaten up and everything like that. But I mean, £2, okay, he paid for this. £2. And when I watched his video, he was quite, I mean, he was a little bit sort of late in the day, you know, in boot sale terms. You know, so he was amazed that this was still even there on the table. So yeah, so £2, and then something like, it was £3 postage. So, I mean, I'll give him a fiver for this. Now, I'm not going to turn down a boxed SNES game complete for a fiver, you know, and it doesn't matter what the condition is. So yeah, so massive shout out. You know, I really appreciate it. So, yeah, great. So another one going in the collection. And I don't know if I'll ever pay any less for a boxed Super Nintendo game throughout this whole series. I'm pretty certain this will be the lowest one. I've actually seen it. It doesn't actually look that bad a game. I've never played it. I mean, I remember back in these days, it was all sensible soccer for me. But, you know, looks all right. Got a few... It seems to have some quite good reviews. So yeah, give it a go. And then the last one was an eBay purchase, which is a game that I've had my eye on for a while. Not a massive fan of the franchise, should we say. But I think this is a sort of a game that if you're going to go retro, you kind of need to have this one in there. It's sort of an iconic of that era, actually a bit before that era, but you know, anyway, and that is Star Wars. So Super Star Wars. So I mean, apparently it's really hard. It's meant to be ridiculously hard, but yeah, box not too bad. A little bit of scuffs and things like that. Oh no, you can't really see because I've got the protectors on, but yeah, but you know, I'm happy with that. This was £27, so you know, and looking at that was kind of middle of the range. I mean, I've seen them go for a lot more than that, but you know, I was happy with that. And again, boxed and complete. So there you go. Oh, I just knocked the camera. So yeah, three new additions going in the pot. Super Star Wars, World Cup USA '94, which England didn't qualify for, I don't think. They weren't in that. And Bubsy. So that's definitely the pick of the bunch in terms of box-wise, but really, really happy with all of them. They all get the same treatment. It doesn't matter. Doesn't matter. Condition. Doesn't matter. All the manuals get sleeved. Shout out to Retro Protect. All the manuals get sleeved, and then all the boxes, they all get covered and sleeved with the box protectors. And then now they're going to go up there on the Super Nintendo shelf. So there you go. So we'll flip round to the sheet and deduct it off the total. So there you go. You can see down at the bottom, I've added the 3 games, 39.99, 27 and 5. And now we are at £150 and 43 pence. So there you go. So quite a quick video, this one, as I say. But that leaves us now with £150. And I am now going to definitely ease off. I'm not going to do any more spending now until I go out to a car boot sale or something like that. The plan now is to reinvest a bit. We're going to start building up that stock and start flipping some stuff on. I'll probably be going in the next 2 or 3 weeks. I'd imagine I'll be going out there. Hopefully the weather will pick up a bit. And yeah, we can start building that pot back up. It would be nice. I mean, it'd be nice to see if I can get up to sort of 250, 300 quid. And then, you know, maybe we can start pulling the trigger on some of the more bigger sort of sought after titles. But, you know, I'm happy with the way it's going so far. And yeah, long may it continue. So thanks very much, and I'll see you on the next one. Cheers.